Hello, everyone. So today is a special day for this world. This is the day where we take a ruined city and we make it not ruined. So this is UA, and we're just going to make it pretty damn nice. So let's get right into the build. So the first thing I did was I moved all the resources that I would need for the start of this project, which is a bunch of wood, wool, and a bunch of stone. I had measures put into place in case I ran out, such as my beacon that I made the last episode, a sheep. And now we get to the first huge roadblock for this project, this cave. Now, I like this cave. I want a lot of things from this cave, but it's in the way of progress. So what I decided to do was just, cover it up with a bunch of dirt. So let's do that. Now, during this time lapse, I want to talk about why I wanted to restore and add on to this ruined city that I myself helped make. Now, to fully put into scale how big this project is for me, we got to go back a couple of years, back to 2020. Now, in 2020, I was on this Bedrock realm for Lil FG. You probably know him. He has 5,000 subs. I've talked to him quite a bit. Um, at the time, I wasn't as close to him. Now, I'd consider us friends. And on that realm, Bedrock and all that, I made a bit of a city. It had its own lore. I wrote the book. It was kind of stupid. Uh, but like the city was never really finished back in its time. So I decided I wanted to, just finish it. I wanted to remake it and actually give it the justice it deserves and the finished builds that it also deserved. So I've decided to put it in this world instead. Now, I could have gone about this way better, and I also could have gone about this way later down the line when I had a lot more resources. But I thought if I don't start now, I'm never going to start it. Now, you may also be thinking is like, if you guys do know what the city is, you may be thinking, why don't you just, restore it and move on with your day? Why are you doing so much more? And the reason I'm doing so much more is because, again, I just wanted to get its spotlight. I want to get what it deserves, which is a good happy ending, a good ending in general. I want the city to feel like a city, to feel full. That's the whole point of this episode, is we're going to just put a huge dent on that. Now, I do want to preface to say we're not finishing the city today. Not even close. Not even halfway, not even a quarter. But yeah, that's basically like all I wanted to say here. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the time-lapse music. It's the one I always use, but it should be a good, fun time-lapse. Whew, that took a while. So as you can see, right around here we have, well, we cleaned up my house a little bit. Just a little bit, nothing too massive. But we also set up these skeletal, like, plannings for the next new buildings. We've got this one over here, which I'm very excited to work on that one. Since we covered up all of the cave, we had a lot of space to start working on where to put some of these buildings. You'll notice a few of them are pretty small, and that's because I don't have a lot of room to work with yet, because I want to get rid of that. And while I was filling up that cave or covering it up, I noticed something. This is a huge drop, and I didn't have enough dirt to cover all that up yet, so that's going to be there until we can expand outwards. So I know this is called How I Restored a Ruined City. But we're not completely restoring. Well, we're restoring a ruined city, but we're not going to expand this episode, if that makes sense. Having said that, I also want to bring to attention this, and the leftover tower over there. Now, I feel pretty bad about like just absolutely getting rid of all the ruins. So I'm actually going to set up another area later down the line. I think down there, where I just make some aesthetic ruins, kind of like a graveyard for the history and lore of this place. So I'm pretty excited about that. Um, so with all that, let's start working on my actual house and some of these other builds. Now, I don't know where I'm going to put the tower just yet. The tower was a pretty big prominent feature of United Allies, so I think I'm going to save it until I have more space down there to actually work on the tower. It was actually like supposed to be the capital of the area, but for now, we'll say the capital of the area is the old watchtower, which we will also be restoring this episode. Okay, this is the last narration for this video, okay? So, as I am making these houses, one, I realize it is way too sped up, actually. Number two, all of the houses will be a similar style, and, I'm sorry. I'm not too original right now. Like this project is taking a lot out of me, even though it's only been like a few buildings. Okay, so it does suck about that, but really I am very apologetic about what is happening. Having said all that, though, I do hope you will be patient with me as I am working on this project because this took a lot out of me. All of the clips are like taken 3 days separately. So I took like a 3 day break from this and all that. Like this is like several days after I filled in the cave. So I really hope you are a little more patient with me. But I hope you enjoy the rest of the time lapse. We're gonna have a little bit more music on and enjoy. And that's the end of the video. I hope everyone enjoyed all that. I hope you enjoyed all the narrations. If you like the narrations, let me know. But personally, I'm not a huge fan of them. I think they're a bit too much. I do want to say I will be taking a 1 week off break from the Big Based World just because that project took everything out of me. It took me so long. I was so like, ugh, you know? Now, again, I will be back in a week and we might continue that project or we'll go with another project. I'm not too sure, but just please remain patient with me. That took forever, you know? Like, with all that, thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Peace. Have you guys ever thought about, like, life and stuff? Life is kind of crazy, isn't it? Like, you just kind of do life things, and then life is, like, like life, you know? Like life is just, you know? Man, I'm just waffling everywhere, life and stuff.